Augustana. My name is Beth Skwira, and I have been a member of Augustana for 23 years, along with my husband, Pete. We have 3 daughters who have been lucky enough to be a part of the choirs, confirmation, camps, and youth trips here at the church. Augustana has touched our lives in so many ways, and we are so very grateful for it. I also serve as the Director of Mission Advancement at a long-standing partner of Augustana's, Neighbors Inc. Did you know that Augustana was part of the founding partners of Neighbors nearly 50 years ago? In fact, our own former pastor, Gary Langness, represented this church while he and 9 other pastors from the area attended our first annual meeting in May of 1973. From that time until today, Augustana has answered the call to support those most in need in this community through our ridiculous generosity. Over the years, we have literally helped hundreds of thousands of people receive food, clothing, and other essential assistance that they need to thrive each day. Every time we volunteer, give financially, donate food or clothing, and pray for our clients, there is a ripple effect throughout the community where we live, work, and worship. We are definitely all in this together, especially now. The pandemic has forced Neighbors Inc. to adjust much of what we do, how we do it, and the space in which we provide it in. The first thing that happened in March was that we sent all of our amazing volunteers home while we adapted our space to ensure that social distancing, safe handling of goods, physical space changes, and enhanced personal hygiene, all to accommodate for COVID prevention best practices. We began bringing volunteers back into the building once all of those safety protocols were in place, starting in July. However, we are still in the market for more people to work in the food shelf and have only opened the thrift store 3 days a week on a certain schedule due to the need for more volunteers. The best news is that we have not missed a beat in our food shelf during this whole time. We now run on a call-in, pre-pack, no-contact system in place since March. Each family is given enough food for 3 meals a day for about a week, which is roughly 45 pounds a person, so it's a lot of food. And those foods include frozen meat, fresh produce and bakery, and a variety of shelf-stable foods as well. Our grocery partners, food bank partners, and donations from the community keep us with enough food to feed 40-plus households a day, which is a definite increase from our pre-COVID days. In addition to monthly food visits, we are now providing 4 local low-income housing communities with weekly produce and bakery, which has been beneficial to keeping people in their homes. And our most exciting endeavor is a new satellite food shelf at your West St. Paul Neighbors Holiday Acres. The staff and residents are over the moon about the addition, and it has been an amazing success, providing food for people so they can focus on other needy issues in their lives. Because of you here at Augustana, we can continue to do this work in the community. You may have read the story about Augustana providing funds for meat that we really needed back in April. Pastor Auni worked with Mike's Butcher Shop up the street, and together they were able to supply us with frozen meat for the people we serve. And although this was a special opportunity and gift, Augustana also supports our work annually to help keep our doors open and our lights on. Because of you and your support, Neighbors and many other organizations receive funds during the year. This is the amazing tithing that Augustana does with your financial gifts to the church. When you give to Augustana and in turn to Neighbors Inc., you're helping someone that you will never meet. Like this year's theme for stewardship, there is a ripple effect, a connection between you and the community as a whole when you participate. Brene Brown says, "This connection is why we are here. It is what gives purpose and meaning to our lives." Thank you for having me today, and thank you for your ridiculous generosity to this church and for your neighbors in need.